The Cardinals start their run to a 12th World Series title, but already the team is winning the hearts of one Illinois family.
This is quite a story. News 4's Mike Colombo shows what it means when the Cardinals say they are with 4-year-old Charlie Patrick.
Who is this?
Charlie Patrick had no choice.
We are Cardinals fans.
From Gibson and Lou, dirt from Old Bush.
I gave that out as Christmas presents that year.
And New Bush, too.
I think that might even be me right there in my white jersey.
The Patrick family's Cardinal pride comes with some rules. If you root for the Cubs...
Uh-oh.
I told you Charlie had no choice.
Mom!
No surprise, he's throwing just about everything these days. A positive sign for a kid who's faced some curveballs in his 4 short innings on Earth.
There was no warning for the seizures. He would fall, he would hit his head. Always that danger of him hurting himself because of these seizures.
For 2 years, the seizures became more frequent and intense. Doctors were baffled.
We were helpless, we were angry, we were sad. We still were hopeful, though, that we were going to be able to figure out what was wrong with our son.
The Patricks found hope at St. Louis Children's Hospital, where doctors diagnosed Charlie with a rare inflammatory brain disease called Rasmussen's encephalitis.
The shrinkage on this side is caused by the encephalitis, which is the brain inflammation.
As this MRI shows, half of Charlie's brain was under attack. Thankfully, a team of doctors had a plan to fight back.
At our center here, we have about a 90% control rate with this surgery with complete seizure relief. And all of the patients with Rasmussen's encephalitis have been seizure-free or largely seizure-free after this operation.
The 8-hour surgery was successful, but recovery stood on deck.
It's hurting. Okay. I'm almost done. Okay. Here's your pillow.
We are not out of the woods yet. We've got a long way to go with Charlie.
Amid the uncertainty, a familiar bird brought some much-needed relief.
Is he still back there? Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's funny. Give him a hug.
Oh, big hug.
Oh, good big hug.
Thanks for the laugh.
As if I needed another reason to love the Cardinals. I have not seen my son laugh that hard, probably ever.
A few days later, the Patricks received these messages of support from Cardinal manager Mike Matheny, pitcher Jason Mott, and outfielder Matt Holliday.
I mean, that just blew me away.
That was until John Jay and Daniel Descalso paid Charlie a visit.
To come and just give a little boost of moral support to our family, you have no idea what that meant to us.
Those feelings are mutual.
It was great being there that day and to see him, get excited when we walked in the room and be able to hang out with him and his family for a couple minutes.
When you see, somebody suffering through that as a 4-year-old, it's one of those things that really touches your heart.
Win or lose this postseason, the Cardinals' message remains the same.
We're still with you, Charlie.
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 And it sounds like they'll be able to support each other for a long time.
I think his chance of remaining seizure-free for the rest of his life is very high.
As far as a fairy tale ending, I'm hoping for full recovery for my son, and I'm hoping for another World Series title for the Cardinals.
Now that would be a fall classic.
We're still with you, Charlie.
I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.
This is a tradition the St. Francis County Sheriff's Department started 25 years ago. News 4's Mike Colombo was there as some 500 kids shopped with the cops.
Of all the lines you'll see this holiday season,
Hi, how are you?
this line
Are you ready for this?
might be the safest.
This is the officer that's going to take you, okay?
There's a cop for every kid,
My name is Officer Resh.
and every kid gets $100 to buy whatever they want.
Wow!
What? That must be a must.
It's My Little Pony. Yes, I love her. Yes.
That's the one you want?
And the excitement grows every year.
We done about 57 kids that first year.
22 years later,
We're going to do around 500 kids this year.
Wow, he's so cute.
and for the parents of these cute kids,
It's a blessing
But tough times mean tough choices.
Some kids don't get as much for Christmas as they'd like.
Knowing that, the St. Francis County Sheriff's Department helped raise some $50,000 to make this possible.
What you want? All right, stick it in the cart.
By giving, these cops hope the children receive a message they won't forget.
Many of these kids, the only time they see a policeman is when something's gone wrong. We want them to know the police are the good guys. You can come to us for help.
When you check out the real reasons for the holiday season, you realize it's not what you have in your basket that counts. Turns out being nice instead of naughty actually does matter. And as a new generation learns about generosity, we should all remember you don't need a badge to share your gifts with others this time of year. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.
There is a place in Ferguson where people are going to take a break from the frustration and division being felt in our area. They are finding it's a healing place for mind and body. Our Mike Colombo taking us inside.
As the bright orange sun rises over Ferguson,
Come on.
the Bright Orange Sweatshirt Brigade
Don't slow down.
hits the streets.
Keep going.
The same streets run by protesters and police, where tear gas chokes.
Gotta breathe.
They're not running away from Ferguson's problems, but instead taking them in stride.
The people may be divided, but we're one big family here at BKM.
A family housed on South Florissant Road that stays together by sweating together.
5, 4, 3, 2, 15, Dr. J. 15. Let's go. 15. Tiger. 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 Smoker. Tiger. Faster. Tiger. Tiger. Let's go.
He is crazy.
Keep going.
Question owner Bryant Mitchell's sanity, but not the results of his training.
16 pounds in 2 months.
42 pounds.
74 pounds. 109 pounds.
Keep going. Keep going.
A group shedding weight, but also the stress and frustration being felt in Ferguson.
When I drive through the neighborhood going to work, I think about everything that has gone on. But when I'm inside of here, it's like I forget about everything. And I get in a different mode and I just have fun.
There's two things that's guaranteed to happen when you walk out of BKM. You will be sweating and you definitely will be smiling.
Gotta put icy hot on.
In this no pain, no gain world we live in, this gym lets you sweat without sweating what's going on around you. A place to work out the pain while gaining peace of mind as the journey to heal Ferguson continues. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4. Another call. Another scam.
I don't want anyone to be caught up in this.
Sometimes these stories write themselves.
A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Since Cheryl's a writer, some advice.
What's the key to every good story?
It needs, I think it needs a hero.
Well, look no further.
And, a villain.
All right, no hero yet.
More about the villain.
I just hate that there are people out there like this that prey on people.
Hate fueled by a Craigslist job post for a writer. She responded, and the red flags followed.
But the big one was when I got that email telling me, you're going to receive a check in excess of your payment and to take this to your bank, to cash your deposit. And I thought, no, I will not be doing that.
How's that for writing your own happy ending?
I love that I can tell a story that might make a difference with someone.
Story told, difference made. Hero beats villain. As for that check,
I want to set it on fire.
Be careful. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.
Good, simple advice. Well, if you find yourself in a similar situation, the advice is to do what Cheryl did and ask a lot of questions. Always remember, anytime someone offers you a job or says you've won something and then asks you to send them money, it is a scam.